Hello, this is Cynthia Fick, and this is the October 21st stock market update. Well, you've been hearing a lot on the TV lately, like we may be in a bubble in the stock market. Stocks are just trading way too high. That bubble's going to burst at some point, and we just don't think that is the case. And let me tell you why. The first reason is that while a lot of stocks are trading above, normal valuations, the vast majority of stocks, the broader market has not really participated in the stock market upturn. So that's one reason. The next one, remember that example I gave you of NVIDIA and Cisco. Cisco in 1998, it was the darling of Wall Street, and it was trading at 60 price to earnings ratio. By the time the market popped, that bubble popped in 2000, it was closer to 200 price to earnings ratio. Today, the darling of Wall Street, NVIDIA, is only trading at 27 PE ratio. So it's just not nearly as highly valued as Cisco was back in the day. Another reason is, do you guys remember, for those of you who are around way back when, do you remember Alan Greenspan coming out and saying, warning of this irrational exuberance? Guess when he did that? Do you know? It was 1996, a full 5 years before the market and the bubble actually popped. So, a lot of people will be coming out and saying that, some of them to get attention or readership. But it took, another 5 years for that to actually come to fruition back in the 1990s. Another thing is earnings are still doing really well. We have a lot of big earnings coming out this week, and that can really sway the market right now. We also have the Fed. I've talked to you about how great the market usually does in the year following the time frame when the Federal Reserve starts to lower interest rates, as long as we're not in a recession. And that's the case right now. They started in September. So we have that kind of wind behind us. And then tax relief. That some of it doesn't even start kicking in until 2026 for individuals and, corporations. So those are all super positive things that are going on in the stock market also. Again, just to keep an open mind that things may end up being a little bit better than you think they might. Let me show you some charts too on some other good things that, believe it or not, are happening right now. The first one is CNBC announced this on October 16th, so sometime last week, that the U.S. budget deficit is actually, the record-setting tariffs are actually helping to offset the spiraling national debt. And so that is a big positive. Another thing, do you want to see what a bubble looks like? This is interesting. Some of you have asked about this, but it would be in gold. Now, this is a historical chart going back to 1970, showing you what happens to gold after it's up 9 weeks in a row. You can see this chart below, a lot of numbers, and most of them are red. This is 1 day to 2 months later. And, in general, when gold's been up 9 weeks in a row, it's down. And so there's just giving you an idea. And this is what a bubble looks like when the market just kind of goes into the stratosphere straight up. And that's what's happening right now for gold. Not saying you shouldn't hold on to any gold you have, but I just don't think it's a time to be buying it right now. Maybe at some point in the future, we'll have a buying opportunity. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great week, and we will talk to you next Tuesday. Bye.